And the Ideas Network, Larry Meiller here. And you know what? It's always fun to talk science with our next guest. Bassam Shakashiri, back with us once again. He's been doing this for a long, long time. Professor of chemistry at the UW-Madison and a master of chemical demonstrations. And we're going to get one or two of those today on the show. We're going to be videoing the experiments, and we're going to be posting them up on our Ideas Network Facebook page. What do you think about that? Along with that, we'll be talking about some of the challenges science faces today in our society. He has this science experiment I talked about, and of course, he always loves to answer your science questions, be it about science in education or maybe science in politics, you know, whatever. Give a call at 1-800-642-1234. You can email us at ideas@wpr.org or go ahead and post on our Ideas Network Facebook page. Bassam Shakashiri, welcome back. Good to have you with us again. After, this is 48 years you've been a teacher here, a professor here at UW, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, no, you're not mistaken. I'm always happy to be with you, Larry. This is a fantastic opportunity for me and for the listening audience. Of course, we talk about science, but doing science is more important. And so that's why we have an experiment that we have put together here, my friends and I, my two collaborators in the Science is Fun program. So in the summertime, you know, you go on picnics and you have drinks that you want to cool, and you put them in a bucket full of ice and water. And sometimes if you pay attention, as all of us should pay attention, you notice that, you know, some of the cans are floating and others are sinking. So the experiment we have here is, you describe it for us. We've
got a beaker, and inside the beaker it's filled with water, and inside the water we have a Diet Coke, if I'm not mistaken, a can of Diet Coke, and a can of regular Coke, and the can of Diet Coke is floating, and the regular can is not.
Why do you suppose that is, Larry? What are the differences between the diet drink and the sugar drink?
Well, obviously one has sugar, and the other has something like an aspartame type product that is sweet, but doesn't is not sugar.
It's not sugar, but the amount that is used in the sweeteners is so small compared to the 39 grams, almost 40 grams of sugar that is in a regular drink. And so in this experiment that everyone has encountered, you know, when you go on a picnic, you see this. It's a difference in density. It's a difference in the amount of sweetener that is present there. So we have this experiment on our website. We have lots of experiments on my website. Another one that we have is with us bottle. Is there a bottle? You see a bottle with some beads in it?
I've got some red beads and some yellow beads, and I'm kind of shaking it up right now.
All right, let's put it down and see what happens. Let's put it down, and now you see, where are the yellow beads now?
Well, the yellow beads are on the top, and the red beads sunk right to the bottom.
And the yellow beads are doing what? Are they just...
Oh, now they're starting to slowly sink, and the red beads are starting to slowly come up. And
they might even like each other. Who knows, right?
Well, they're joining.
Yes.
Isn't
and so
that
this
cool?
Is another experiment that relates to differences in density. It is on our website, scifun.org, scifun.org. We invite you and everyone in the listening audience to download these experiments and try them at home. Do them with the family. Do them with your friends. There are instructions on how to do all of these experiments. Everything is very well tested. They're all safe to do. And we want to wish everyone a happy, happy summer and a joyful series of picnics, events, and celebrations.
Well, it's really a lot of fun to do these, and one of the things about it is if you've got some children, actually young or old could enjoy this, but I think as a way to get youngsters interested perhaps in science and why those things do what they do, I think it's a good thing for a parent or a grandparent to get involved with.
It's good for all of us. We're all curious. We always ask questions. Kids are usually less inhibited about asking questions than adults. Actually, during my visits to retirement homes, I notice every time I go there that the retired people are also less inhibited about asking questions. And so we all ask questions, we are all curious, we wonder about the beautiful world that we live in, and that's why we want to be fully engaged with nature, we want to be fully engaged with each other, so that we get to enjoy the beautiful world that we all live in.
You've been involved in bringing science to the public for probably the whole 48 years you've been here, and maybe before that even. And why is it so important to you?
Yeah, science is another way of looking at the world. It's actually an outstanding way to understand the world that we live in. And science is a discipline. Science involves asking questions, trying to find explanations